Ooga. Welcome.
What was that?
It was an eagle sound. I said, well, I said I'd make like a sound when we started.
You said an eagle sound, which is like
no. That is well. All right, big tough guy, fucking showing off your bird noises over here.
That's not what an eagle sounds like, by the way.
Also,
anyways, welcome to the podcast.
God damn it! I was literally just about to say, like, you're welcome, audience, for cutting out the part where he's like so enthusiastic about starting it. Just right from my, hey guys, like, how's it going? I love streaming.
That's
Wow.
my entire voice for the entire time. I'm gonna sound like a radio broadcaster.
There's also a part where we're like, just for an hour, I was gonna be like, Colin has a girlfriend, ooh, for 60 minutes straight. Just stuff like that. Like, ooh, you have a girlfriend. Ooh, oh my god,
Sure.
Colin.
Sure, thanks for voicing it to the world. Listen, I can't reveal her identity.
Oh, she will remain anonymous, but she does really like squishables.
Like I haven't mentioned her by name in one of your videos or the other podcast.
Yeah, oddly enough, I've cut it out like each time. Yes, because you told me she's kind of like shy, so I was like,
she has social anxiety talking to people.
I feel like shy sounds better.
Well, okay, yes, you could find that as shy for somebody, but it's still kind of the same thing.
Well, still, I don't want people like hunting her down, being like, you're the Colin mate.
We're literally mentioning each other by first name basis right now, and like it's not like we're saying our full name and our social security number and everything.
Oh, not this gag again. We did the same gag in the first episode.
But it's still relevant. It's not a gag, it's a relevant thing.
Yeah, as soon as I heard her social security number, I'm like, oh god, I'm getting flashbacks.
Okay, fine. Picture of my ID, like, whatever. Point is, let me get my, or send out my passport. I don't know. Let me get my birth certificate.
The same gag again. What the fuck?
It's not a gag. I'm making a point. It's a relevant point.
It's the same point we made in the first episode. Literally in the same point. During the podcast, we said the same vein of things.
It's not irrelevant, though.
Oh, man. Are we going to fight? Is this our first fight?
We're having a slight argument, yes.
Dude, I need to take my shirt off. Hold on.
What are you, from Jersey?
Isn't it always weird, like, when people are about to fight and they just start taking clothes off? Like, whoa, okay.
That's why I said Jersey, as in New Jersey, as in the East Coast. Yes, that's what people do.
As in the United States, as in planet Earth, as in the Milky Way.
Yes.
As in our entirety, as in the parallel universes, as in the entity itself.
All life in the universe takes off their shirts before fighting. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's complimentary that all living beings at once must take off their shirt before any fight starts. Any singular fight. What if that was like a custom thing? Like every time a fight starts, everyone just starts ripping off their shirts? That would make fights so much more intense and also so much more fun.
Dude, what you're explaining is literally a thing. What are you talking about?
What thing? Wait, can I go to these?
No, people take off their shirts and they start fighting.
Wait, this is just like half a step towards an orgy. I just realized.
No. Well,
just fighting and shirts off, and you're almost there.
Specifically on the East Coast, as far as I know, me not being from the East Coast at all, the thing that you do is like when you start a fight with somebody, you rip off your shirt and you get like up in each other's face as close as possible.
Make out.
You're definitely right. Yeah, that's right. You're pretty much almost kissing the dude.
That's so weird. It's like, hey, you want to fight? How about we snuggle first? Get a little bit of energy.
It's like tough guy culture kind of thing. Like if you that being said, I don't know.
Imagine explaining that to your kid though. Like, all right, here's how you fight another man, and then you like demonstrate if like, oh, here's Uncle Colin and Papa's Fennel shirt, and then I rip my shirt off and get right in your face. And he's like, Dad, what the fuck?
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
It is dumb. Like, no matter what context, it's like you're gonna want to take off your top layer of clothing, anything above the waist, and then you like bulk up your shoulders and get right nose to nose, very intimate, eyes to eyes.
It's so funny because there's a guy at work who like is really weird. Like I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah?
it's really weird.
Tell me about it.
I'm not. I'm one person that's more accepting of it though. I don't really care. Dude's fine. I'll talk to him. I'll be chill with him. But sometimes he can be really annoying, and he just is kind of really full of himself and like overly confident. And
Oh God.
yeah, he's kind of one of those people. And I remember a couple of my coworkers were one of them was complaining that he had to work with him that night because the annoying guy was working in the back, and both him and another coworker were doing exactly what you're saying. You're just like rolling your shoulders forward and like kind of moving your arms forward to try to make yourself like look more buff or something.
Assert dominance.
But that's literally what this guy does. Like it's not even. And I never really thought about it, but I'm like, yeah, he does that. You know.
I just imagine like a very short and like compact buff dude. Like he has a lot of muscle, but he doesn't have enough body for it, so he looks like he's like inflated.
I mean, it's not far off. I wouldn't say he has
like if he falls over, he'll just like deflate.
I would say that yes, he's short, but he doesn't have a lot of muscle per se.
Well, I have no way of like visualizing this guy, so that's what I assume he looks like.
You're not far off, but yeah. I think he thinks he has a lot of muscle.
Oh, I bet. He has like fucking I work at Starbucks arms.
Yeah.
Sure, just like their lattes skinny.
Yeah.
I don't know why I just made that joke, and there was like no setup. That was like all improv. I'm very proud, but it kind of sucked.
I didn't even process what you said. You made a Starbucks joke about a skinny latte.
Yeah, no, I was because we're talking about his arms and how he thinks they're muscle. Yeah. Oh, great! Now I have to explain the joke. This is good commentary.
No. Okay, now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, never mind. You got it. Don't go into his point.
Oh my God! And you're my co-host.
I just missed the context. I got distracted for a second.
You're like, oh, look, 2 butterflies. That's better than 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stare at both of them with both eyes, and you look like an idiot. And we're trying to run a podcast. What are you trying to do, man?
What do you mean?
What do you got? Plates? What was that?
That was my water bottle.
Oh, why does your water bottle sound like the inside of a bell?
Because it's metal.
Yeah, but it's not fucking Notre Dame up in here. It's a water bottle. Fucking sound the alarms. Alert the villagers, there's raiders.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
And it makes such a satisfying noise when there's water in it because it kind of like if you like hit it and then you kind of like move the water around.
That is really nice.
It's a nice satisfying vibration. Anyways.
Wow.
So
how many times have you said that?
Hydro flask, what satisfying vibration?
It's such a fun thing to say.
Yeah, because it can usually be misconstrued for certain contexts.
Yeah, like, oh man, this
controller.
Yeah, this Wiimote. I don't remember it having a rumble feature, and it's the perfect size for my pussy. Okay,
oh my God.
I'm sorry. Don't put a Wiimote in your vagina. Just don't, please.
I absolutely guarantee someone has done that.
Oh, definitely.
I absolutely guarantee that.
Whoever has, is it good?
Like you asking?
Well, I don't know.
Message me on my
like
channel.
This is a judgment-free zone. Unless you're that guy at Colin's work, we won't judge you. Leave a comment telling us what have you put in your. This is a new segment on the show. What have you put in your puss?
Down in the comments, tell us if you put a freaking remote up your ass.
Oh, up the butt?
I mean, but that goes both ways, so it works both ways.
Like how we're two men trying to like think like, man, if I were a woman, would I stuck that in my pussy? Do women think that? I don't like. Is there ever a certain item where they're like, huh?
How about Sven? How about you just go ahead and ask that of your friends who are girls?
Oh, that's a great thing to say to my friends who are women. Like, hey, do you ever have like pussy thoughts? Like, man, that's a That's an interesting looking lampshade. I wonder.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're going to work. Just says like, hey, you guys ever have pussy?
Yeah, you ever see those things outside of Target, like those poles, like that ensure that cars don't drive in through the fucking doors?
The balls? You mean the balls? Don't they have like balls outside of their?
Oh yeah, well maybe Walmart then. Just like metal poles.
They're like there's a specific name. What am I trying to say? They're just like
Girders?
guards. No, not girders. Girders. Those are completely different things. Hold on. This is the portion of the podcast where we look things up.
We do that a lot, actually.
Things.
Anyway, is that pussyable? That's my main point. I don't give a shit what they're called. No. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
Like, even for... Hold on, look what's wrong now. Okay, even for the largest of dildos, that is far too big.
Well...
okay, so... Oh, God.
What do you mean, oh, God?
Okay, so... the point is, I know exactly what you're talking about. They're basically guards for cars not to be able to go through the entrance of the store. Yeah.
Yep.
But going through this, I'm just looking at what are those things outside of Walmart. And then I'm just going down the list. 27 things never to buy at Walmart, according to experts. So I'm look at this.
Well, tell me, I work there. Should I ever tell me what I should run up to customers and be like, don't buy that, don't put that in your cart, and just smack it out of their hands and then thank them?
Okay. So number 1 is televisions.
Oh, yes. People buy those like once a day, so I just need to throw the television on the ground and be like, don't do that.
Let's see, a prepaid phone plan.
Oh, we have plenty of those. No one ever gets those.
Yeah. Phone accessories, appliances, vacuums.
This sounds like this is just anything at Walmart. This is just a general list of shit you would get at Walmart that you shouldn't get now for some reason. Why can't they get these?
Because it's okay. There are reasons. There's like a little paragraph of reason why you shouldn't, which I'm not reading. I'm just for save time.
What the fuck? Why can't I buy a vacuum at Walmart? What's the risk here?
The retailers that have great deals on appliances, think Best Buy, Home Depot, and Lowe's, are also where you should go to buy a vacuum. While those stores have expansive selections and good prices, Walmart has a small selection filled with goods that are unreasonably marked up, according to bestlifeonline.com.
I don't want to brag, but we have the most entertaining segments on our podcast. We're currently talking about vacuum prices.
I'm just saying, it's just I felt it would be like, let's see if this will be funny. It's not really funny.
It's vacuum prices, Colin.
Organic milk, buy organic milk or maple syrup.
Oh damn! I was gonna put some maple syrup in my organic milk this morning. Have a nice little sippy drink, but I guess not.
My organic almond milk
with extra maple syrup. Do you think that, now that I'm thinking about it, like if you stirred it up enough, would that be good, or would that not like mix?
What do you mean?
Like maple syrup and milk?
No, well, we make espresso drinks at work. We'll make like caramel lattes, caramel macchiatos.
Oh, is that already a thing then?
Yeah, so you put caramel syrup in that, so it shouldn't be too much of a difference. It's just the thickness of maple syrup is a lot.
That would be a thick shake.
No, it wouldn't be actually, because it's a lot less thick than caramel syrup is.
Oh, is it?
So, yeah, it's a lot. It's, at least ours is a lot thinner. It's not. Well, to be fair, there's a lot. I don't even know how much. What's caramel made out of? Like I'm trying to figure out like what the actual consistency, because I know the caramel's thicker.
Yeah, what is caramel or caramel? I guess.
Yeah, or caramel. Yeah, however you want to say it. There are two different pronunciations.
What? Is it like a bean extract, or like does an animal sneeze it out?
I would imagine it's a plant, obviously, but I don't know.
I don't even know what bean extract means. Like, what are you extracting from a bean? Is it what?
Extracting anything. It means that you're. Okay, I don't know either. I don't know why I'm saying things as if I know it.
Yeah, you sounded like you had a paragraph pulled up, and I was so excited to hear your story.
No, I'll look that up as well. Let's look up caramel. So, because let's get the caramel thing down. Let's try to figure out what caramel is. I like how this podcast has now become the informational podcast.
Well, like we're asking the questions no one's ever thought to ask. Like, what the fuck is caramel?
I'm sure somebody's asked it before. So caramel is a medium dark orange confectionery, which is the art of making confections. Blah 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 blah. So it's just basically a bunch of sugars put together into one thing. That's essentially what it is. And you know what caramel is? It's just burnt sugar. It's cooked sugar.
Is that really it?
Yeah. The process of caramelization consists of heating sugar slowly at around 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So it's just heated sugar and it's more solidified.
Next time I go to McDonald's and I order a caramel frap, I'm gonna be like, "Can I have the burnt juice shake?" Or no, burnt sugared shake.
Can I have the burnt sugar bean water, please? Because that's what coffee is. Coffee is bean water
with whipped to submission cream, please.
Yeah. Some what?
Whipped to submission cream.
To submission. Okay, so I'm gonna look up what coffee.
I love the thought of burnt sugar water. Yeah, I'll have some burnt sugar water, please.
I feel so dumb because I feel like I should have known that, and I just forgot.
Don't worry, my man. I feel like that's not common knowledge because, like, I've never questioned caramel. It's always been this passive, delicious thing in my life. Why would I question it? But that little bugger has been hiding underneath the surface this whole time, pulling the strings. We're the heroes here.
Okay.
The people need us, Colin.
I'm gonna be honest. I was reading and I didn't process it. Also,
you do this shit so often. How are you a co-host?
So I'm looking up things. Also, I just got off work not too long ago. I'm tired.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
My brain isn't functioning fully.
Here, why don't you take a nap and I'll take over? I'll take the helm.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to the Sven podcast with a sad face instead of a happy face on the screen because Colin sucks and he left and he took a nap and he's a shitty anime person. Do y'all like to diet? I know I don't. Colin, please come back. Colin, please wake up, please. I can't do this. I can't do this on my own.
I was biting my lip trying not to laugh.
God, that hurt. Please come back. I need you in my life. I also need to shut this window. Because every plane is trying to land in my room, and I'm like, nah. You know?
Yeah, I understand, man.
What are you doing? Are you still looking up caramel?
No, I'm looking up because you asked what coffee extract was, so I was looking at that as well.
I just said it, and I'm like, I have no clue what this means, but I said it. Yeah. But now I'm actually okay. Continue, because now I'm interested in it again.
Oh, this is so confusing. Oh, God.
Well, if it's confusing, then who gives a shit? We can move on to something else.
No, that's okay. I'll figure it out in the background. We can talk about something else in the meantime.
Like Kung Fu Panda, the best trilogy. Let's not...
Agreed.
I have noticed something. I made a joke with my friend Aaron before we started our first episode of the podcast, and I made a joke with him. I'm like, all right, I'll help you with these boxes, but you have to start a podcast with me where we only talk about Garfield, the Tale of Two Kittens. And it was a joke, obviously. But then our first episode of our podcast was mostly about Bill Murray and his...
Wait, hold up. So you're saying that before we started recording this podcast, you joked to your friend saying that we should make a podcast just about Garfield and the Tale of Two Kittens, and then that's what happened in the first episode?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then I started noticing it pop up more and more. Like, I'd hear people reference it, and then I'm listening to a podcast called My Brother and Me, and they mention that movie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why does this movie keep getting mentioned? So I'm thinking...
Okay, no, it's because you hear it getting mentioned when most often in most of your life you wouldn't even really have remembered it.
But it's just such a weird topic that's always there.
Agreed.
It's
But
like it's always underneath the surface of water waiting to bite, and I don't feel safe. But I have come up with
again,
I think we should
okay.
just not talk about Bill Murray or Garfield for at least 3 episodes. We have to hold back. We have to put in all our efforts and restrain ourselves. I'm thinking, how about this? Jack Black, Kung Fu Panda. He's funny. He's fat.
Yeah,
He
he
can.
has his own YouTube channel.
He does. Jablinski. I really don't watch
Jablinski,
any of it.
he doesn't upload much on it very often, so it's all good.
What does he do?
I don't know. It's fun. He's just Jack Black, man. It's just fun to watch him. You know, it's just in his purest form. You know,
I'd love to one day be so famous to the point where people are like, what the fuck does Sven do? And then people are just like, dude, he's Sven Dix. You know, he's just being him. It's the purest form of Dix, you know?
I like how we previously mentioned the whole bit about Social Security, but I do want to mention the fact that you mentioned your last name.
Like, oh, congratulations figuring out the rest have 2 middle names, motherfuckers. Good luck. Okay.
I don't think it's the point, but anyways.
Also, I do occasionally call my friends by their last name for some reason, so I probably will like squeak out your last name at some point, but also we'll be fucking famous, so like of course people will want to know our names. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's all good.
Once we hit that 15 million charity event goal.
Let's see here. So
you dig?
So anyways, so to go back to your previous point, can I talk about coffee abstract?
Is this why are we talking about coffee abstract? I was just talking about Jack Black, and now we're talking about black coffee.
Yes. Also, do you want me to? I'm gonna go back to Jack Black in a second. I just want to get this point across.
Okay.
So it's really interesting actually, because at least I only really read the one that said natural coffee extract, and the other ones are interesting as well. But it's really weird. You actually use cracked or coarsely ground beans are soaked in alcohol for at least a week, resulting in extremely potent coffee extracts.
My bean juice gets a drunk bath?
No. Well, if you want to make it naturally, which obviously not a lot of places probably do, unless you have some really high end like coffee places. Yeah, so I might try that. That'd be interesting.
You're gonna soak your beans in alcohol and be like, yeah, this is good for mornings.
Yeah, right.
Why not just caffeine? Yeah, just put some cocoa beans in your vodka and just take little shots of each bean, and boom, you're up in the mornings, ready to go. That's what my mom does.
Yeah. Well, before I continue, wait, hold on. What? I was looking at. What exactly did you just say? I'm not sure I got all that. What are you saying? Your mom takes coffee beans and eats them? Is that what you just said, or did I miss that entirely?
No, it was a bit about you take vodka shots, but just put like a little coffee bean in it.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. That implies that my mother is an alcoholic. Do you understand? There you go.
Yeah,
there we go.
I understand now.
I'm glad I have to explain every joke every time because you never listen. But all of a sudden, when it comes to bean extract, oh, fuck Jack Black. Let's talk about bean extract. Put the beans in some fucking gin. You'll get purest form of coffee. Who cares? Jack Black is where it's at.
Speaking of which, so Jablinski Games uploaded a video 2 weeks ago. I think I would like to watch it, but I'm not going to click on it just for the sake of recording a podcast. And it looks like it's about the title is Mad Scientist and Lucha Libres.
Is he going back to his Nacho Libre days?
I don't know.
Hold on, wait. So I do want to make a few compromises for the charity event because I love the thought of it. I love the thought of us reaching that one day. I did mention that I would be nude. I think that's a bad idea. Mostly because of my body image, I am too hot for camera. So I'm thinking maybe I should wear something like the Nacho Libre outfit from the famous film starring Jack Black, Nacho Libre. And you'd still wear your coconut costume because that's fine and it's a fun image to think about, and you just a giant round coconut costume. And maybe Will could compromise with the whole nudity thing by actually inviting Jack Black. That would be a great power sort of actor sort of mix. Having Bill Murray and Jack Black in the same room. I don't think anyone ever expected that, but I think it's something we're willing to take. It's something we deserve.
Right.
Did did any of what I just said make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad we're still on track for that 15 minute. Keep in mind, that's not this episode. If you want the charity event to happen, you have to go to the first episode. I should also mention we've tried to film like a second episode for like a month, and we've just failed time and time again.
Time and time again, we tried once, and then you tried once with some other people, and you know, and you looked at that, and I was like, I don't know, and then it didn't work out for us.
Oh, well, it didn't have that Colin energy. I almost spilt your last name.
In the mood that day. I just wasn't in the mood to record a podcast. That's all it was.
Yes, but the show isn't the same without your beautiful, tender heart. We need this sweet, beautiful little boy to co-host the show who never fucking listens, but I accept him for who he is because he's my friend and I love him. I also trust him with all my dogs.
Wait, what about your what?
It's a gag from the first episode because we're just referencing only the first episode for our second episode because that's what podcast. We're just going to be talking about the first episode like at 152, like our 152nd episode. We're just going to be like, remember when we started a podcast and you were like, you went by the name Colin and you weren't a woman? Weren't those weird times? And I was, you know,
one day
I didn't own Walmart and I was still working for apparel.
So in this series of events that we have recorded these podcasts, which by the way, if we record these podcasts and we try to record it weekly, 152 weeks. So hold on. Let's go through that. How many weeks? I want to see how much time would have passed. How many years?
You're gonna crunch some numbers there?
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna look it up.
I do love the thought of like an ongoing series showing my humor because I think I don't want to brag. This is going to sound like bragging, but I think I'm funny. And I love the thought of thinking what my humor is going to be like with a good, with a nice even coating of like 10 years of experience. Because then at that point, I will have gotten more joke experience hearing others make comedy out of their face. And I will be done with everything. So it'll be more ironic. I love the thought of that humor. I feel like I'll be like a fucking comedy genius. But also probably really depressed. As most are.
So are you saying that you're going to become really jaded? Is that your whole point?
Yes.
Yeah. That's... So to go back to the previous point, so according to this, 152 weeks is almost 3 years. So in 3 years' time, you're going to own Walmart, and I'm gonna become a transgender. Is that how that works?
I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be in that order. It could be swapped. Maybe I'm a woman and you own Walmart, and I'm like, how the fuck?
Why would I own Walmart?
Exactly, but like you don't know.
Okay.
I feel like I'd make a killer woman. I'd fucking slay. I'd have a strut. I'd work on my strut. I don't think you'd work on your strut.
And no, I wouldn't give a shit.
Exactly. You'd make a shitty woman.
Shit.
You make a shitty femboy.
Well, see, the thing is, I like the cute things. Like pink is nice, but like I ain't feminine enough to go down that route. All right, I don't have the feminine features. I have this.
Well, there's surgery for that. You can get feminine features, and then you can shove things like Wiimotes up your pussy, like we've always wanted to try.
I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to pay for this. It's just like it's so like to each their own. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever you want to change about yourself, that's fine. Like it's your choice. But to me, in my own personal opinion, like I don't see the point in paying to like change my face or change my balls.
Well, I mean, what if you wanted to get like chrome plated, or get like a little license plate that says like "Holla back" or something on your nuts?
On my nut. Okay.
Or like, you know, those things like in the scene in The Beauty and the Beast where they're trying to open the door and they're like, "Kill the beast." Just like have a little stake piercing going through your nuts, and when you're just you're pumping it and it slaps, it's like "Kill the beast" and it slams into the. Okay, maybe maybe this isn't such a good joke.
Where are you going with this?
Actually, no, better idea. You know those desk toys that like when they're like 4 metal balls, and then when you like move one, it bounces the other perfectly.
Yeah, Newton's cradle. Yes. What? What about it?
You're nuts. But Newton's cradle.
So you're asking
you'd never be bored.
That's not how the Newton's cradle works.
I don't think you understand. Nuts, but a Newton's cradle. This is really hard to say.
No, but how would that work? I want you to explain how that would work.
So you know that scene from Wolverine where they turn his bones into like
metal.
Ice cream? Yes. Yeah, metal. And then it becomes whatever, anti-antium. And that works somehow and he doesn't die.
Yeah.
For some reason, because comics. Imagine just taking the same needles, but then surrounding a nut sack, preferably yours, and just going in there. And with the logic of Wolverine, you will have nuts of steel. By the end of it, you just clank one of them together, and they won't stop because it's anti-antium. It's
adamantium.
Oh my god! All right, I guess it's not that good of an idea. Whatever.
No, I'm talking about you keep saying like adamantium. I'm just like, what? Is that what it's called?
The metal, the indestructible metal, which should actually just absorb all fucking vibrations. So technically, even if you did try that, it would stop. But in my fun little cinematic universe, my corner of the MCU, just like Sony, I have superheroes of nuts.
Hold up. I believe what you're talking about is sort of all vibrations. I believe it's vibranium. That's a different Marvel.
Are you fucking
metal.
kidding? So does the stupid Wolverine metal shake?
I don't know. I don't know what adamantium
because like
is just
the logic of the like Captain America shield is like if it's basically indestructible and able.
No, it's able to block. Like, it's not indestructible. It's able to absorb vibrations. So
it's able to absorb vibrations.
It's able to absorb like bullet impacts. It's able to absorb like the Winter Soldier punching it.
Yes,
remember in Endgame when freaking Thanos just ripped the shield in half, pretty much. Like it's not indestructible.
Listen, Captain America is able to bounce that shit like a goddamn fucking hula hoop off people and objects, given the properties of the stupid shield, saying it could absorb all vibrations. It would just hit the wall and go to the floor. It wouldn't be able to bounce.
I mean, that's fair.
God, I don't know why you had to explain. Yeah, I knew about that was my case in point. That was the argument.
Okay, I don't know.
This is the episode where I fire my co-host.
You didn't make that very clear.
Well, you didn't let me get a chance, because by the time I was like, but you're like, no, listen, fucking, it condenses the vibrations.
Sorry, my girlfriend is rubbing off on me. She does that shit.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's like
Colin has a girlfriend.
You already said that earlier.
Colin has a. Oh, that's the wrong one.
I guess I should mention that at various points I will be using this thing called Voice Mod, which is just a series of whatever the fuck.
Which we are not sponsored by. Anyways,
oh god, I wish. I still want to get sponsored by Kleenex.
Wait. When was that a thing?
Oh, that's in the deleted scenes, like the past couple episodes that are going up in the special features disc of Ice Age. Will feature the unaired episodes of Podcast, Podcast, and we'll
Ice Age, the movie that came out like 15 years ago.
yes, if you get the Ice Age, the Meltdown combo pack featuring a special features disc, you'll find unaired episodes of Yakama Podcast in full length in the special features disc. Why do we keep referencing like old animated?
That's on you. That is not on me. I did not say that shit. I just go along with it. All right, that's entirely on you.
Well, like there was just
me in that sentence.
there was a very powerful silence after I said it. And I'm like, why do I keep bringing up like movies from my childhood and very obscure references to the movies?
Man, you remember when? I'm trying to remember like what movie was like really.
Kung Fu Panda from DreamWorks by Jack Black.
By Jack Black, you mean? It was not by him.
I knew
It was not by him. It was what he didn't make the screenplay.
I knew you'd call me out on that. I did not mean to say that.
So good. Featuring Jack Black. There you go.
Written by, directed by, and played by Jack Black. It's like a
all the characters.
yeah. He plays all the characters.
No, what are they called? Damn it! I've seen this movie like a bunch of times. The Fearsome Five, whatever they're called.
The Furious Five.
Are they called the Furious Five? No, they're not called the Furious Five.
Well, it's definitely not the Furious Four, and it's Furious.
Yeah, well, it's definitely five. Hold on.
It's the Furious Five.
So look,
Tigress, Mantis, Snake, Monkey, and Crane. I'm surprised I remembered all of them. Did I miss one?
Yeah.
No,
Viper.
I didn't. Fuck! Well, it's the one thing that's not named after its fucking, animal.
It is a Furious Five. I was second guessing myself.
Yeah, fucking genius.
Well, let's look at the Kung Fu Panda wiki. The
Kung Fu Panda wiki.
Sorry.
So cute, dude.
I got my vowels confused.
Dude, let's look up the Kung Fu Panda. I'll join you.
The cursor is Poe doing like a kung fu pose.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda Wikipedia.
No, it's not Wikipedia. It's the wiki.
Oh, is there just a wiki dedicated to it?
Yeah, it's a fandom wiki.
All right. Well, show me some info on it. Keep the audience entertained.
Let's see. Villains.
Fan art.
A fan art. Oh god.
I guess I'm looking at Kung Fu Panda fan art.
Films, short series.
It's actually not that bad. There's some really good artwork here.
Are you looking up Kung Fu Panda fan art?
Yeah, I was hoping to be disappointed.
Oh no, there's some people have some good shit out there.
Well, it's also just it's not bad. Like, I love the series, like all three movies.
Mm-hmm.
Third one kind of weak, but whatever.
I mean, well, yeah, that's relative to the first two. I think the third is good on its own. It's just relative to.
Oh, I found it. I have the Poe. Fuck, he's like doing the K roll neutral A, where he just his tummy's sticking out. Jurassic World. No, please don't play this ad.
I saw that too, and I was like, I paused it immediately. I'm like, I don't want to watch this.
There's a really weird ad on the side called Headshot that says turn 2D images into 3D characters, and it's just Pennywise staring at me. There's two of them. It's like
I don't see that ad. What the fuck are you talking about?
Google, good for you. It's stuck on my screen, and I have to stare at it, along with Poe. Written and directed by Jack Black.
I am sorry. Let's see. Find. I don't know.
Are we actually?
This?
I was about to say.
What the fuck are we doing? It's just like this air of silence as we just like scroll. I'm not even reading anything. I'm just like scrolling my cursor through. Like I'm not doing anything.
Hold on. Tai Lung attacked the panda again. However, Poe's body mass made Tai Lung's nerve attacks useless, only managing to tickle him. Poe followed this defense with counterattacks of devastating effectiveness, and eventually captured an exhausted Tai Lung with the whooshy finger hold, which is spelled with an X. I did not know that. Claiming to have
yeah,
figured out
I know.
the mysterious move himself, with the bending of his pinky and the word skadoosh, Pope performed the hold, bringing about a golden misty shockwave throughout the valley and defeating the snow leopard. This is cinematic as fuck.
What, reading it?
Yes, I feel like
reading recap.
I'm invested.
Dude, there's some YouTube channels out there that are literally, I say some, like one that I've specifically watched, freaking just like, they'll basically just recap like the episode word for word, and that's the whole fucking video. And I was like, what are you doing? Like,
It's a copyright free way of getting through. Also, it's just like a podcast for people who like can't watch but want to listen.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, this is the whole thing.
I mean, that sounds like something I would listen to, because most of the time when I'm at work, I can't. I'm like, I have YouTube Premium, but I'm like, I never want to watch it because it's all visual. I'm always like, gotta go to my podcast, boys.
Yeah, well, I have a habit of listening to videos, so it's no big deal.
You just have a habit of listening to videos.
Yeah, because it's like, especially with something I've already seen, then I'll just throw it on in the background and like whatever. But anyways, so to go back to our charity live stream, where
the 15 million view charity event,
50 million view charity event featuring Bill Murray and now Jack Black,
starring Jack Black, written by Jack Black.
Yeah, and featuring Bill Murray and Tayson Day playing. What the fuck were we gonna have him?
The Garfield theme to the beginning of his show.
Which show?
The Garfield show. Have you not heard it?
Maybe. Which show was it?
I'll show you. It's the TV show. It's the latest like animated piece of shit TV show they have on Cartoon Network. Here, hold on. The Garfield show.
Yeah, was it the one that was 3D animated?
God damn it! I just said we can't go back to Garfield.
Oh, sorry.
We cannot. We have to wait 3. I will show you in 3 episodes, but we have to restrain ourselves.
No, literally. Okay, you're the one who made this a part of the charity live stream. So whenever we talk about the charity live stream, every episode, we're gonna talk about Garfield.
You know what? Fine. The Garfield TV show. The stupid what? How do you even spell Garfield?
Gar Field.
I found it. The Garfield show, Wikipedia.
Okay, Garfield show intro. Let me look this up.
Opening.
On YouTube.
Yeah, you look it up. God, I'm like so stressed.
God.
There's a Wikipedia on the Garfield show. I'm gonna look at the Garfield show Wikipedia. I feel like the main premise of our shows now is just sort of like thinking of shows and then going to their Wikipedia and finding very interesting facts and trivia about these various shows. Like apparently Garfield on the Garfield show was voiced by Frank Welker. Whoever that is. Yeah. He looks friendly.
Also, this intro is so shitty, and there's not even any lyrics in it. It's just music.
Yeah,
it's So we're gonna have it play that in the piano? Is that what Tayson Day said?
We're gonna have Tayson Day punch a clock, waking up, and then he like does a riff on the piano, and it just swings on into the charity event, and it's this big, stunning thing that we've built together for our community.
Can we just get Tayson Day to come on to the charity live stream, and all we have is just like a laptop with the MP3 of the intro song onto it, and he just presses play, and that's all he does.
And then he leaves. We're like, thank you, Tayson Day. Thank you. You can go now.
It's like, you want me to sing Chocolate Rain? No, get out.
Dude, I don't even like chocolate. Just go. I'm on a diet.
So, well, let me get back. The whole point that I was trying to make with the charity live stream, this wearing the Nacho Libre outfit does not. It's not much else. You're still showing your chest here,
dude. But that's the problem. Is that I implied I was nude, and I didn't want to commit to being partially or just. I want something, and Nacho Libre has tights or whatever the fuck, and I think a cape. I would love to do a full charity event with no shirt and a cape. That sounds great.
Yeah, no, that's agreeable. I get it.
Also, I am really enjoying the thought of Bill Murray and Jack Black interacting. Why do I feel like they'd hate each other?
Why do you feel like they hate each other?
Well, like, think about their dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he was in Jumanji, so he looked pretty crisp in that, and he got along with The Rock. Do you think we should invite The Rock? Do you think he'll take that?
I would like that, actually. I do have, like, as much as I'm not, like, fully into, like, you know, full on fan of the Rock,
the art himself, Dwayne the Art Johnson. Hang him up on my wall.
The Rock, if there's a movie within a minute, I'll be like, yeah, I'll watch that. Like, because it's just like, it's The Rock. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just something, there's something really personable about him. He's just kind of like, he seems like he's such a chill dude. And, you know, it's just like,
I love Rock the Dwayne Johnson. He's my favorite guy.
Might as well be what he's called. But
he's just like extra crispy Mr. Clean, and I love it.
Yeah. I think it'll be more likely that we get
Tayson Day.
No, well, absolutely yes, because he's on Cameo. But I think it'd be more likely that we would get a Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jack Black on the charity live stream event than Bill Murray.
I feel like at that point Sony will have stepped in and be like, "Have you guys heard of a Jumanji?" And I'm like, "All right, listen. We just happen to get the same two actors. We just really like these people. We do not want to be sponsored. This is a charity event. This is our thing. This is our baby."
Can we also get Kevin Hart? And
why are we just getting the whole cast of Jumanji on our show? I mean, yes, please.
Yes, because we might as well at this point.
But not for the charity event. That would derail the purpose. It's a charity thing, not Jumanji.
And I listen, Karen Gillan is one of my celebrity crushes, so you got to get her.
Is that the woman from it? Was that the nerdy chick who was like the hot chick in the main game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
also, she was in Doctor Who, and she played Nebula in all of the Marvel movies.
Remember? That was Nebula.
Yeah, she was Nebula.
Dude, like
she had a lot of makeup.
You ever see like Gamora or Nebula without makeup, and you're just like, wow, I don't recognize them. Because in the movies, they just look like alien people, and I've gotten so used to that. And when I see them without makeup, I'm like, all right, there's Robert Downey Jr., there's Thor, there's Chris Hemsworth, there's the other Chris, and then there's the two Toms, and oh wait, who? Oh, Gamora. Gamora. Okay, I'm sorry, I couldn't recognize you without the green.
Who's this like red-haired? Why does she have a weird accent?
Who the fuck is this bitch?
Who the fuck is this bitch with a Scottish accent? I don't understand.
Hey, where's Tom Hiddleston? I don't want to talk to this broad.
She's got the Scottish accent. I don't.
Is Jake Gyllenhaal here? Please, Can we get Jake Gyllenhaal in here, please? Is he on Cameo? I'm looking it up. Hold on, I'm sweating.
There's no way he is.
I'm just looking up Jake Gyllenhaal, and we'll talk about Jake Gyllenhaal for an hour, please. Oh my god, he's so hot. God. Oh, I love this man. He has a very nice beard. Fuck.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, of course I know who Jake Gyllenhaal is.
Okay, good. Have you seen the latest Spider-Man movie?
I have.
It's so good. I love it.
Yeah,
who is married to Jake Gyllenhaal? He has been quietly dating French model Jeanne Cadieu. I pronounced that wrong for sure. And recently whisked the 23-year-old away to Martha's Vineyard for an island retreat. That was in 2019. So he's not committed, technically. He's not locked down.
So what you're saying is you're going to try to suck his dick.
All I'm saying is that he's not in a committed sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to suck his dick. Jake Gyllenhaal, Kirsten Dunst for nearly 2 years in 2002. Oh, never mind. Yeah, he's still dating that French bitch. I'm kidding, Jake Gyllenhaal. I love you, and she's a lucky woman. Rotten Tomatoes. All
Who's
right.
going to Rotten
Yep,
Tomatoes?
I'm on Jake Gyllenhaal's Rotten Tomatoes. 100% on Relic
of course.
2020. Wait, what is this? No, I don't enable whatever. Fuck. No, I don't want. What the ad block? I don't give a shit. I just continue to cite. Okay, Jer. His highest rated movie is a movie called Relic from 2020. I have not heard of this. Ooh. So let's not go into movies.
Yeah. Do you think we know everything about it?
Yeah, because it's a movie I don't know nothing about, and it looks serious, and I'm like, Well, I haven't seen it, so what do I have to say about it? You know?
Okay. Here's my request.
What?
So, I was looking through Cameo because you started talking about it, so I just decided to look through it a little more, even though that's literally what we did last episode. But I have found the voice actor for the Master Chief in Halo.
Are you kidding me?
He's on there for.
Can we get him and Batman to come in? Because you did mention the voice of Batman was on there too.
Yeah, Kevin Carver is on here. Yeah.
Well, we'll get those two, and we'll have like an acapella of Chocolate Rain.
Oh my god! Yeah, we get Tazon Day, Steve Downs, and fucking I just forget his name immediately as soon as I said it. What the fuck?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, not Jake Gyllenhaal. He's not on Cameo.
Oh fuck! Come on, Jake Gyllenhaal, please give me some way to contact you. Email, Gmail, Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Please, I just
Kevin Carver. What the fuck? I said his name, and then we started going through the other names, and then I forgot his name.
Well, now I want to look at Cameo because you were on Cameo the whole time. Is it just how do you spell Cameo?
Cameo.
Yeah, see, I was just testing to see if you knew that.
Okay.
Personalized messages from your favorite people.
Dude, we can get Jesus Christ.
Wait, from Fiverr?
From Fiverr? What?
Yes. No, wait. What do you mean, Jesus Christ?
He's. There's apparently a guy with a YouTube channel called The Jesus Christ.
Hold on. Hold on. I love your ideas, but I just got onto the Cameo website for the first time, and on the featured sort of list is this very big buff man who's a WWE superstar named Big E. I know nothing about him, but he is invited to my wedding. I really love this. Does he have a TikTok? He is big. He's so huggable. I really want this guy in my life.
Okay, hold on. What are you talking about? Let's see.
Big E.
Oh, Big E. Yeah, hell yeah.
He looks great. I want him to lift Jack Black of his muscles and scare the ever-living shit out of him.
Why the fuck?
I want Big E to scare Jack Black.
What culmination of people are putting together? This is insane. What the fuck is going on?
It's the charity event of the decade. You don't understand, Colin. We're kicking this decade off right. You know, because we definitely didn't in every other aspect. So how about charity?
Yeah. Also, I'm looking up. What the fuck?
Oh, there's people from The Office on here. We can get Oscar Nunez. We can get Stanley from The Office on there.
Who's Oscar Nunez again?
He's just Oscar in The Office. He's the gay one.
Oh yeah, right. I got you.
We can also get Kevin. Let's just get every possible person we can from The Office to come onto our show. Also, Jack Coleman.
I haven't watched The Office, so
I just want to.
That's a hot take.
This makes me very happy, and this isn't going to be that entertaining. But Jack Coleman, he's on here, and his description is actor, Heroes in The Office. I love the show Heroes.
Oh right.
And it got canceled at season 3 or 4, and I still feel empty.
What was his name again?
Jack Coleman?
Yeah, Jack Coleman. Okay, that's what I think.
As you said that, I had already left his page.
Oh yeah.
Fred Stoller from Seinfeld. I've never seen Seinfeld. I don't care.
Fred Stoller. Okay, now I'm looking for other people. Yeah, isn't he? Yeah, I have no idea who that is. Cool.
I'm glad we could have everyone else not learn anything else with us too.
We could get Gary Busey for $350.
Who the fuck is that?
Gary Busey? You know Gary Busey?
I've heard of his name. I just don't know what he does.
He's an actor.
That's it?
Yeah.
What movies?
I don't know.
Oh, cool, Colin. I'm glad you really want him on the show.
Oh, dude.
Hey, are you Gary Busey?
Wait. We get the voice actors for Toph and Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Colin, I don't want to disappoint you here, but I haven't seen that.
You should. It's on Netflix.
I also don't have Netflix.
Bitch. Okay.
And also, there's like, from what I've seen, it's just like, what the fuck is on Netflix? I guess Avatar: The Last Airbender? Yeah. Maybe. That's it.
Maybe.
Everything else is sort of moved to their own platform. I have Disney Plus and Hulu, and I only use Hulu to watch Chowder. I might start watching Rick and Morty. Didn't they release a new season?
I think they released the other half of the fourth season. They released like 4 episodes of the fourth season.
Ew.
And then keep going there, dude.
Hold on.
I'm honestly like really excited at the fact that the voice of Toph right here. Anyways,
who?
The voice of character in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Okay.
Point is,
get your baby hype out of the way. I found this guy called Ed Gale, and the only pictures he has because most of them are just like actors smiling. So, whatever. But then you get to Ed Gale, and it's just one picture with 2 different pictures on it that has Chucky and fuck that duck. Like Howard the Duck or whatever the fuck. And they're both there, and I'm not going to lie. I jumped back seeing it because like Howard the Duck is staring right into my soul. It's creepier than Chucky, which is weird to say. But only for $75 you can get this guy from Child's Play. And presumably Howard the Duck. It says only Child's Play here though.
Mm-hmm.
He has 2 reviews, all 5 stars, saying thank you and awesome. That's it. I really know nothing about this guy. Wait, I can join our mailing list? Enroll as talent? Should we enroll?
What do we do? Wait,
we're signing up for apply to join Cameo. If you have fans and you want to join Cameo as talent, you can roll here. Awesome. Let's do this. So it says your name here, but for some reason, as an example, it says Michael Jordan. I am not Michael Jordan.
Are you making
a Cameo
account? Yeah, is that what you're doing?
No, why would I be doing that?
Are you assuming that people are going to watch your channel and then want us to get a freaking
a personalized message from the one and only Sven Dix? Who wouldn't want that? Like, I don't know, you're having a birthday party, and I just come up on the screen. I'm like, "Hey, kiddo, you're older. Good job. You're doing it. Love you most. Kiss your dad."
Do you want to get Lando from Star Wars?
No. Why? Wait, what?
Yeah, he's on Cameo.
Who gives a shit about Lando?
What's wrong with Lando? He's an iconic character.
Yeah, and that's about it. I still feel like we need some like personality here. That's why I'm saying people like Jake Gyllenhaal, Jack Black, the main squeeze.
Sen, they're not on Cameo.
I don't give a shit. All right. Once we hit the charity event, we won't be talking about low-list names such as Ed Buck or whatever the fuck. We'll be talking about fucking The Rock. We're talking about Jumanji. We're talking about Sony Pictures. It's going to be great. You don't understand. There's a lot of potential here. And it's all for charity. You don't think you've gone oddly quiet?
I was reading something about Anyways,
Did you hear any of what I was just saying?
kind of.
What did I say?
At this point, I can't remember.
Oh my god. You
'Cause
didn't
it's gone
hear
out.
me rambling about Jumanji, rambling about The Rock, rambling about how our future is bright. But no, you're too busy reading about the Kung Fu Panda fan fiction over there, whatever the fuck. What are you
talking
doing?
about? I'm writing the fan fiction.
You writing a Kung Fu Panda Jack Black fan fiction?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I want to write a fan fiction between Jack Black and Jake Gyllenhaal. I think they'd actually really work well together. Those seem like personalities that would work together. Why do I feel like Bill Murray would just be like a party pooper if we invited him? He just like kills the whole mood and is like crying all the time, or like he's always arguing with the other actors and just like, man, Bill Murray, can you like tone it down a bit? You're really throwing off everyone's groove.
It's fun. Please. Stop.
What? What?
Dear God.
What are you talking about?
You were just like, oh man, what if I made a Jack Black and a Jake Gyllenhaal fanfiction? And my hands just went to my face. I'm like, oh my god.
But the rest of the conversation wasn't about their fanfiction. It was about them getting along in real life.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a part of the fanfiction.
No. I feel like if they were in the same room, they would actually get along. And then Bill Murray would just be like a huge downer the whole time.
I don't think he would be. I think, but also the fact that he's also old.
Yeah, exactly. But also, it's like, I think Jack Black is kind of old. I mean, I've seen his fucking hair. He definitely has a lot of gray and is poofy.
He's in his 40s, I think.
Really?
I think so. Maybe
he looks like a little mad scientist. I kind of like it.
Weird. Yeah, I remember somebody posted a picture on Reddit. Like it was on fake history porn, which don't worry about it. It's a common trend on Reddit.
Don't worry about it, says Colin about his porn.
Jack Black, blah 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 blah. Anyways, but yeah, so it's like it was a picture of him with his beard, and it was just like it's like portrait of like Charles, like whatever his name is, Marx, the guy who made communism or something. He looks almost identical. Fucking ridiculous. I'll find a picture of it. Hold on.
So along with Colin's a communist and Sven's a socialist, we have Jack Black is
No, I was wrong. He is 51. He's 50. He turns 51.
So he's decent. He's decently aged. He's got some weight packed on, but he still looks good.
Yeah, he's good. He was born in 1969.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
let's see.
Of course, a person like Jack Black would come out of a year 69. Like, of course.
I knew you'd say something about that.
I said nice, but like, and then I thought about it. I'm like, that it seems destined that a personality such as Jack Black would come out of then, Yeah. A beautiful baby boy, Jackie Blackie himself.
Yeah.
Jackalus Blackalus.
So how long can we be recording for?
Oh, are you really at that point where you're like, let's just call it quits? It's over.
No, it's more like I don't have enough time.
Oh, it's been an hour. Holy shit.
Yeah,
okay,
it's been an hour. We've been talking for an hour.
Damn. I was like,
oh shit, it is 6:53. I have things I need to do.
I was like, I'm ready. I'm raring to go. I'm still like ready to, like, this is the most energized I've been. Fucking, I think once we hit Jake Gyllenhaal, I think like all my energy spiked and I went into like Mother's Instinct.
No, Mother's Instinct. I think you got a boner, dude.
All right. Thank you for watching, everyone. We'll catch you next time on the Yeah Podcast, only on your local YouTube. Love you.
Bye.